What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day. I am like straight up exhausted. I'm just now getting back home. Been traveling all damn day, uh, all day. I am too tired. Like I am not unpacking nothing probably until tomorrow. But getting into this episode of GH, I enjoyed this episode. Valentine needs to be honest with Anna. Like I wish that he would just tell her about what's going on with Charlotte because at this point it's not gonna get any better. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlotte's whole facial expression when Anna was at the house was not good. Her shaking her head, her listening in on their conversation, especially with that tarot cards and the letter that Victor left her, basically instigating and stirring the pot, trying to play mind games with her, making her think that Anna's evil and Anna's bad. Like it's messing with her psyche right now. Like she's really believing that Anna's the problem. And Valentine needs to get ahead of this. You know what I'm saying? Lying to Anna about it is not good because this little girl is a real threat to her. You know what I'm saying? Like burning down the house, tearing up her, her clothes and stuff, brand new clothes, like terrorizing her. That's major, especially for a kid her age. You know what I mean? Like to be doing this type of stuff. Valentine needs to get ahead of this. And I feel like keeping it quiet, playing it close to the vest is not the best idea. I understand he feels like, oh, I need to spend more time with her and da 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 da. Yeah, that's a part of it, but she needs more help than just spending time with her. You know what I'm saying? Like Valentine needs to be proactive and do way more than just spend time. Like this girl is really, doing criminal things. You know what I mean? He needs to tell Anna about this because she's the target. She's at risk here. And there's no telling what else Charlotte is going to do. You know what I mean? So he needs to get in front of this thing because it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. So anyway, moving on from that, I was thinking, with Tracy getting herself reinstated at the hospital on the board of directors, I'm starting to feel like Tracy is trying to come back in full force. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to regain her position in town that she gave up when she left town, 5-6 years ago? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's what she's trying to do. Because her trying to get that 1% of voting stock back from Lucy and getting a foothold in ELQ again, her getting her board seat back at the hospital, I feel like she's trying to regain her position. That's what it's looking like to me. I'm not mad at it. I say, go ahead, Tracy. We need a matriarch. With Monica going on her trips, I don't see Olivia as a good candidate right now as the matriarch of the Quartermain family. I definitely feel like Tracy is the matriarch at this point, or at least she needs to be, labeled that. Honestly, I'm glad Chase finally know. I know it sucks that Tracy is the one that kind of put her foot in her mouth and blabbed it, but I'm not even mad that Tracy spilled the beans. She genuinely thought the boy knew. In my opinion, this is all Gregory and Finn's fault because they had plenty of time to tell him. Coming up with all these excuses to not tell him was just lame to me. Oh, well, him and BLQ are happy and I ain't want to mess with that. Like, listen, I don't blame Chase for being pissed, at his father and at Finn. I don't blame him. They should have been told him about this. You know what I mean? It does not matter. My thing is, it's never going to be a right time to tell him. It's never going to be a right time to tell anybody about a bad medical diagnosis. You know what I mean? Whenever you tell them whether they're, up, down, whatever, it's like it's always going to, fuck their mind up. When you tell them that you're pretty much dying, it's never going to be an easy way to do it. And I feel like Gregory should have been did this. So I feel like his anger was valid. And I can't wait for him to confront his father about this because Gregory has a lot of explaining to do. Gregory's sitting here trying to do all this bucket list stuff, hot yoga, skydiving, all this type of stuff, which is cool, but I feel like he definitely should be doing this with his kids, not saying that he shouldn't be doing something with Alexis because they are friends, but I feel like he needs to be spending more and more time with his kids, and his granddaughter while he's still able to do so. You know what I mean? So that way they feel included. That's how I feel. I just feel like that's what he needs to start doing. So anyway, moving on from that. I freaking love the scenes between Tracy. I mean, not Tracy. Trina and Spencer. The last day in New York. I love that they spent it, just in bed getting room service after some shopping or whatever. Um, I love them together. You know what I mean? I'm not really ready for them to come back to PC because I already know once they get back to PC, it's gonna be some bullshit. They're gonna have to deal with Esme. They're gonna have to deal with Portia. It's gonna be a hot mess, and I want them to be in bliss for as long as they can. But I enjoyed their scenes together, and I'm glad they got that getaway. You know what I mean? Like they professed their love to each other. It was beautiful. Like everything about their New York trip was gorgeous. It was just, you couldn't ask for more. Spencer really went all out. Like he showed her some romance. You know what I mean? Like he went all out for that New York trip, and I love seeing every bit of it. Um, like I said, I'm a little nervous about them coming back to Port Charles because I already know they're gonna have to deal with more obstacles when they come back. But I think this New York trip made them a lot stronger in dealing with this. You know what I mean? Like hopefully, I think it strengthened their relationship by going away. Um, so I can't wait to see what happens upon their return. So moving on from that, I was disappointed in Sonny. I was glad that he confronted Gladys and all her bullshit and her lies. I was glad that it's finally been put out there. I was disappointed with the ending of it though. Like sending her back home. I mean, I like the terms, like she can't gamble. He's gonna have people watching her. She pretty much has to live this mundane lifestyle. Pretty much the lifestyle that she lived prior to coming to Port Charles. She has to go back to that. She can't even publicly tell people that her and Sonny are related. Like he don't even want to claim her as a relative. Like, wow. Um, I felt like he should have dealt with her. I really do. Because as a mob boss, it's like, why are you letting her just go back to her home? You know what I'm saying? Back to her hometown or whatever. Like, why? I feel like that's not a befitting punishment for her. Like, after all the shit that she done put Sasha through, her getting to go back home and just live this boring lifestyle, no more leeching off of people, no more using the Corinthos name to her advantage. It's not a befitting punishment. I felt like she deserved worse than that. Way worse. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe some prison time or maybe even, the Pine Barrens. Like I'm just saying, because any other mobster would have took her out. Because let's be real, she didn't pay off Selena Wu. Miss Wu was about to take that ass out. Um, most definitely. Miss Wu was not playing with her. But I didn't like that. Sonny was trying to make it seem like he was intimidating her and stuff like that by taking off his jacket, yelling at her, screaming at her, all just to send her home. I'm like, I would have took her out. She deserved it. She put Sasha through a lot of mental hell. You know what I mean? Like she deserved way worse than what she got. Um, I am so glad Cody got to, Sasha when he could. And I'm glad that Nurse Janice was there to back up the claims that, Dr. Montag threatened her. I'm glad, Montag got what he deserved. You know what I mean? It was long overdue. Long overdue. I am so glad he got his in the long run. Um, he's still smug. Like, he's still a smug bastard. Like, he's still sitting there, oh, my lawyer's gonna get me out of this. Oh, yada, yada, yada. Bro, you're not getting out of this. You are not getting out of this. Um, and I'm glad Dante stood up for Cody too, because Montag really tried to get Cody arrested for assault. I loved it because I'm Team Dante. I would have said the same thing. I am Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. As soon as he said, "Oh, you witnessed it. You saw him hit me," I ain't see shit. I'm blind. I don't see a damn thing. I ain't see nada, nothing, zilch. I ain't see him lay a glove on you, bro. Like I'm just saying, I ain't see it. So I'm glad. I feel like Montag gonna get his. Him being in a prison cell and stuff like that. I think that's befitting his punk ass. And I'm glad that this nightmare is finally over for Sasha. Like, she can finally breathe. She can be free. She can live her life again. You know what I mean? Like, get back to some normalcy. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and seeing where things go between her and Cody. Because Cody, he definitely stepped up to the plate big time. You know, between him, Sam, Dante, they all stepped up to the plate. But I feel like that should have, you know, shown Sasha too, this man is down for you. So I'm glad that we got to see that. You know, Cody, he went above and beyond. Like, he even risked his freedom for her. So I can't wait to see what's next for her and to see where things are going to go between her and Mr. Cody. But anyway, I believe that's pretty much everything in this episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great morning, great night. See you all later. Peace.